Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Neapolitan. Today we're going to be looking more into some wand focuses, and let's get right to it. Focuses, foci, whatever the word is, we're going to look at them today. First thing I'm going to do is create a focus pouch, because apparently a sizable collection of foci can all be carried within this one item, and it's actually pretty simple to craft. I need myself a mundane belt, which I believe I'm already wearing, so excuse me while I take the belt off. Where is it? It's this one here, and there's plenty of these on the server. I'm pretty sure Jeff has left a donation of a bunch of them over at Town Hall, so we can get stuck into those if we want one. And we need some leather to go around the belt, and we need a gold ingot for presumably the clasp. And I think I still have some gold left. Yep, plenty of that. Apparently Thorncraft needs quite a lot of gold, so might need to go mining for some more of that later on. Now, where did I put the leather? It was in here. Cool, we got 9 of that. We need 7. So let's just make this in the crafting table up here, in the arcane work table. That's belt there. Oh, gold ingot there, and leather all around the outside, and we need a little bit of this to do that. I love the fact that this wand gives me a discount on the amount of stuff that I'm using. Hello, sounds like Kingy is downstairs. Ah, there he is. Hello. Oh goodness, what on earth is this outfit? He is the Angel of Underpants today. Captain Underpants himself has joined us. Anyway, that kind of detracted from the fact that I now have a focus pouch, so I can throw my focus in there, and it looks like we can have more than just the 5 that are in here. So maybe this branches... Oh, hello. Missing required research. So there appears to be more to things than meets the eye in the Thormonomicon for now. We have excavation currently equipped, so the question is, where'd my wand go? Oh, it's on the table. I thought for a second Kingy had somehow stolen my wand. If I switch to my fire focus now, does that mean that the equal trade focus ends up in the pouch? Oh, the excavation focus, rather. We haven't made the equal trade focus yet, but it does. That's cool. I wonder if the future focuses I make, the foci, will end up in this little pouch. And can I attach this to myself anyhow? Can I, like, put it on my belt or something instead of the knapsack? I kind of wish I could, instead of it having to be in the inventory there, because I don't want to leave the house without this now, but no worries, unless it's part of the baubles thing. Maybe we can attach it. Oh, we can put it in the belt slot. Fantastic. That's actually pretty intuitive. I didn't even figure that out until now. So we've got the frost focus, which requires a diamond, some more quartz, and a fair bit of ordo, perdito, and aqua. And then we have the shock focus, which is air and the above, and I love the fact that the central ingredient to this one is a potato, like it's a potato battery. That is super cool. So where did we leave the quartz? Got plenty of that on me right now. I may need to go and top up the wand, because I'm probably a little bit short on ordo, and we don't have enough water shards for that one. Okay, looks like we'll need to go out and find some more of those. For now, we can focus on this one. So I'll put the air fragments there, we'll put the quartz in there, and we needed a potato for this one, didn't we? Where are the potatoes in this place? I'm pretty sure I have 1 or 2 here and there, unless I baked them all in an earlier episode, but perhaps we can head over to the community farm and grab another one of those. Oh, I've got one in here. Fantastic. Okay. No need to set further than outside my front door. Let's head up to here and pop it in the crafting interface and see what we need in terms of aspect. Nope, we've got it. We've got it. The wand focus has arrived. The shock is here, and if I can, I'll now have to take this out of my little baubles bit to put the focus in the pouch, but it can go in there for now, and it can be accessible once I take the wand out of here from my little focus menu. If I do that, we've got shock. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to trying this out. I wonder if I wonder if Kingy will let me test this on him. I will have to get in touch with him and see if he's okay being a guinea pig for this technique. But next up, we have to get some more aqua shards so we can make this one, and that requires a diamond, but thankfully I have 2 that I got in the last episode that I can still use. And then this equal trade one requires ingredients which are a little bit more tricky to get. We need these balanced shards, and for that we need to make ourselves a crucible, and I'm going to do this in the backyard because apparently the crucible can be a little volatile at times, but we need to make these balanced shards, so the crucible is going to be the way we do that. Now if I can find where I put my iron, you'd think I would have a handle on the crafting, the storage system here for now, but it's all over the place. Right, we have ourselves a cauldron. If we pop the cauldron down out here, we'll just pop it a safe distance from the house, like so, and bam! This is now a crucible. That's as simple as that. And if we add into here, maybe we need to fill it up with water first, but if we add into here one of each of the elemental shards, then we get ourselves a balanced shard. So I'm going to do that once here now, just because I only have 1 water shard, and so I'll take one of each of these, and hopefully we should get ourselves a balanced shard back. Now I don't know for sure, I haven't done a huge amount of research into alchemy yet, so I need to take a look. The crucible needs to be placed over a source of constant heat and filled with water. Okay, so we need to light a fire under this thing. Once the water starts boiling, you simply throw any items you wish into the crucible, and they'll be broken down into their component essentia. Interesting. If you know the proper formula, the mix of essentia within the crucible is correct, you can drop a special item known as a catalyst. Catalyst draws the essentia into itself and transforms it into a whole new item that the crucible then ejects. And essentia basically degrades once it's in there, and so it will just evaporate at some point. It says, beyond the waste of resources, evaporating and degrading essentia can cause many strange side effects. That's the bit I'm worried about. And all the essentia is dumped into the atmosphere, so that's not something we always want to do. But we need to get some netherrack down there. I have plenty of netherrack, thankfully, from my occasional trips to the nether. The nether is actually not that bad once you get used to the fact that the terrain is completely different from what you expect from the nether. It's not that bad. The main problem, really, is the ghasts, because they are everywhere, and getting arrows on this server has been a bit of a pain. It's been quite tricky to get hold of a decent source of arrows, so I figure what we're going to have to do is get some kind of skeleton farm on the go if we can manage to find a skeleton spawner. I need to check if anybody else on the server has found one already, because I have definitely not seen one. So where's my flint and steel got to? There it is. No idea why it's in here, but we can use that to light the fire underneath this here crucible, and then I can't remember if I have a bucket of water on me or not. I don't think I do. But if we pop that down there, yep, no water here, not to worry. We've got to have a bucket from inside, and with this, and magically it is night time, we need to move an auto node near to us. Yeah, we do. We can fill this up with water, and it can start bubbling away. And then I'm not sure if we just right-click with the stuff on the cauldron. Oh, it's bubbling. It's bubbling. Do we just kind of throw it in? Oh, we do. Hello. All right. And there it is, a balanced shard. Fantastic. It's that simple, eh? That's exciting. And this apparently has a bunch of Vitreous and Precantio left. So if we tap this, maybe we can't just discharge it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is there. And it's got Potentia now. Okay, interesting. It seems to be building up. Not entirely sure what's going to happen to that, so I will back up a little bit, and we can... Oh, I'm using my shock focus. Whoops. We can take a look at the Thaumonomicon and see what it says. You can empty a crucible by shift right-clicking on it with a wand. Okay, I missed the shift part the first time around, so let's see if we can do that real quick just before it builds up too much. Oh. Oh, okay. Hello. What is that? We probably don't want that around. Can I squish it with some dirt? I can. Okay, good. I did not want some of that purple goo anywhere, because I gather the purple goo in Thorncraft is not the best thing to have around. But we will probably find out more about that in a later episode. For now, kind of keep this thing filled and bubbling, and then we'll probably go and find ourselves some more water shards. It has occurred to me that Jeff might have left some in his little stash over here at the town hall, and hopefully people won't mind me taking some of these, because I'm pretty sure it's just Kingy who's really getting into the Thorncraft right now. Looks like we've got some water shards here. Fantastic. I'm going to take all of those, and if anybody needs them, then I can always help them out getting some later on. Is there anything else here that would be useful? Knowledge fragments I'm not super keen on right now because I've got enough research points and I can make enough now. There's this, this stone slowly recharges held wands. Heck yes! I want me some of that. And there's also this thormium axe down here as well, which I'm kind of interested in, but I want to be able to make thormium myself. I do need some shimmer leaf, and we need that because the central part of the equal trade focus is quicksilver, and you get quicksilver basically by breaking down shimmer leaf. Luckily we don't need the crucible or anything for that, we just need to figure that out. The beacons you can see there in the sky, by the way, are some nodes that I've marked on the map up in the magical forest because I needed to make sure I knew where to get back to those, because some of those are elements that it is difficult to get from around here. The node just outside of my door will give me, I think, water and air pretty regularly, and this thing is, yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's got Volatus as well, which is the flight one, which I'm not sure exactly how you tap the other aspects into your wand. I think maybe that's something that comes along a little bit later, or you can use them for other things, maybe for alchemy and stuff like that, I'm not sure. But over here we also have the Perditio node, which is the chaos one, and I will probably need to go over there and refill a little bit right now. I've got my fire focus checked just in case there's anything gonna come out and attack us, but let's be real, Rick has done a fantastic job of lighting up this forest. This one also tops up air, which is kind of useful too. But yeah, that fire one and an Ordo one we definitely need a little bit closer. There is an absolutely huge Terra node out there in the forest as well. It's always got about 90 vis when I go over to it, so once we get bigger wands and stuff, that's going to be able to fill us right up every time. So at some point we need to work out how to get nodes either relayed over here, I think is how you do it, or capture them and basically take them somewhere that we can use them more regularly, so we can just fill up the wands whenever we need to. So we'll get that figured out another time, but for now I want to make this frost wand focus so we can try this out as well, because this is definitely, the focus is going to be foci today, folks, and we need 1 diamond for that. We need a couple of the water shards, we've got the quartz. I think we have everything we need, as long as I have enough of this to pull this one off. So let's put the shards in there, let's put the quartz around it, let's sacrifice one of our diamonds to get ourselves a frost focus. This is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. While we're here, we may as well break this down into the quicksilver we need and look at getting some more balanced shards. I think we need another wand, we need another water shard to get another balanced shard, because I think I have enough of, maybe I need some more earth shards as well. Okay, I have to see if Jeff left us any of those, but I'll definitely need to go mining for the water shard just to get myself some more balanced shards so we can craft that equal trade focus. So we'll see if we can do that in today's episode. If not, we might have to save that for next time. But I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Kingy and try out these new spells. Oh, and speak of the devil, I see him down there. What's he up to? Oh, is he messing with my cows? Oh, this seems like an ample opportunity to test out my new spells. Kingy!
Hello?
Kingy. Oh, your outfit is the best. Every time I spot you walking around with your goggles, helmet, wings, and I don't even. What on earth is this? What are you doing? Are you turning my cows into deer? Or have these just turned up overnight?
No. I'm just trying to get a bite to eat.
Deer from the Twilight Forest hanging out with my cows. Have you got some kind of...
I have nothing.
You got some kind of magic spell going on here, have you?
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to break down under questioning. So how are you doing that? How are you turning these all into cows?
There's a thing called transformation powder, and you just sprinkle it. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And they turn into deer. That's nuts. That's really cool. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've lost the entire thread of this bit we were going to do, where I was going to catch you rustling my cows and and shock you. Um,
Oh my word! Jeez. Oh,
Sorry,
oh.
I had my fire focus equipped, but yeah. Anyway, these are my new livestock. Then I think I may have just burned one of them to death, but you know, I'll wait for you to get out of the pit, and then I want to try out these new spells on you because I've been looking at Foci this time around. I love the fact that you can just jump up 2 blocks like it's nothing, just so casual.
Whee!
You and your wings. You look like some kind of X-Men character or something. Oh, hello, here's trouble.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, yes. Right. Anyway, so I have shock and I have frost now, and shock is apparently pretty straightforward. All I have to do is just point and shoot like that, and it does a decent amount of damage. It seems like. I'm not sure if it's not gonna like spread in water or anything funky like that, but it seems like it's a pretty straightforward like. Yeah, it's not shocking you just because you're in a body of water. It's not quite that sophisticated, but still, like as a weapon goes. It's not going to do fire damage like the fire one does, but that's pretty good. Pretty good for just a point and shoot kind of thing. I don't know what it does in terms of like damage per second and stuff as well. We'll have to test that out. But the other one is Frost, which has a bit of a rebound effect as well. Like it seems to have this this like bounce mechanic where it can go around corners and stuff as well. Get out of here, cows. There we go. Because yeah, if I do this, I can bounce it off the tree like that, and it can hit the cows that are in there, which is quite a neat little thing, I think. Oh, I'm trying to take shots at you and I'm missing. Trying to do a trick shot off the tree. Here we go. Boing. Oh, nearly. Not bad though. I like this. This is really cool, and it doesn't use up all that much vis either, so I can just wail on you for a bit, and it seems to do pretty well.
You're doing more damage to yourself.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword. That's the stuff that's you got to be careful when you're playing with magic. But yeah, that's so neat. That's so neat. I need to get equal trade on the go as well, but I definitely need some more of my my alchemy skills to be turned up a notch before I can get along with that. What's KB up to then? Where is he at? I can't see him on the map, so he must be underground somewhere. Either that or he's in the Twilight Forest. I can't remember where he last logged out.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. I found a node underground.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of them when I've just been walking around. I've sort of looked around for nodes, and there's one down there, like yeah, where you are now. Whereabouts is that? Can you get to it from the surface?
You can, but I just dug straight down.
Oh,
I've
nice.
got the wings.
Good work. I will make an ascent with a bucket of water. There we go. Hello.
Oh. Hello. Oh dear.
It's okay. It's okay. I can. What on earth is going on here? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I can get to it. I can get to it. There we go.
Oh my word.
That's the cool thing about the excavation focus, though. If you get stuck in a hole with somebody, then it doesn't have the normal pickaxe problem of you hitting them, because you can just go and it does it. Anyway, I've flooded this entire cave now, so we get pretty lava falls around the place. If you happen to spot any earth or water shards, let me know.
I'll go grab some for you. I've got a stash.
If you've got a stash, then that would be handy. I can see a few of them around here. Oh, there's a fire one up there. The other fantastic thing about the excavation focus is not needing to pillar up to get to stuff in the ceiling. You can just shoot at it and it comes down. Which is always always the problem with pickaxes. You've always got to, you know, pillar your way up there to get that gold that's lurking above you in the ceiling. Not with this thing. Just point and shoot.
I've made a sort of stone dirt staircase to get back up for when you eventually need to escape.
Yes, I will find my way out of here some way. I'm kind of interested to see what else is down here now.
Oh yeah, it's an untapped cave. There's very few of those.
Yeah, there's a bunch of torches in here, but evidently it goes on a little way in a few different directions. I may also have accidentally taken out some of the torches when I poured water down here, but
Okay. So was it earth and wind and fire?
Earth and earth, wind, and fire. Earth and water are the ones I'm missing that I need for my balanced shards.
Okie dokie.
So any of those you can spare will be greatly appreciated. I did nab some off of Jeff before. Oh, this is a good node. This one's got 3 elements in it. I've only ever seen them have 2 before, or at least 2 primal aspects, and then usually something that's completely useless when you're tapping it, like paper or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
They've usually
I
got
think
like...
they're useful for later on.
Yeah, I figured that was probably the case, but... Oh, hello. Oh, it's a skeleton. From the top, he's wearing leather armor, so from the top he looked like a completely different thing. I was like, I've stumbled across something completely different. Haha! Feel the power of my thunder! There we go, not bad. That's cool. Oh, I'm just gonna fling lightning at stuff now. That's awesome. Back, creeper! Oh, sorry, I may have hit you a couple of times in the process instead of the creeper. And you've got a sword that does 18 damage in 1 hit, so I don't think you really need protecting. Ah! Well, I'm down to 1 heart now. How about you?
Same.
These robes are not very durable. I need to get some of that armor that you've got. That's probably my next step. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could do with a healing spell or something right about now. I wonder if there's any of those that you can get eventually. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Treasures, riches. It's an embarrassment of riches.
No, I want to get home. I want to get home.
You're like, I've had enough of this.
Let me leave. Oh. Well, yeah, I'll leave you be for a little bit. I'll have to go do some things.
Oh, things, secret things. All right, well, have fun with your secret things. Thanks for the shards and for being my test subject for a moment or two. I'll catch you later.
Make them zap you in a bit.
And after that little adventure, we went on a bit of a live stream adventure with KB, where I died and lost a bunch of my levels and a bunch of my stuff, but thankfully we have the gravestones mod on the server, which meant everything was just stored where I died and I could come back and collect it easily. So thankfully I still have all my gear, and I have a bunch of other materials which I need to dump away in here. Let me just clear out this knapsack completely, probably for the best, and then we can get all this stuff squared away. Been reorganizing my storage a little bit, so we have kind of stone and, like, you know, natural dirt and things like that here, and then we have more wooden stuff in here, and ores and stuff are currently going in here because a lot of these are things that I haven't really had much experience using. I mean, all of the kind of modded ores and stuff like that, whereas iron and gold are definitely going right in the smelter straight away, right in the furnace, because we definitely need to get some of those cooking up. I will definitely need more gold if we're going to continue doing anything Thorncraft related, really, but things like ferrous and all of this abyssal stone that we got from underground that's used in railcraft. I'm not really sure what else it's for, but it cooks into a really nice block. This abyssal block stuff, actually quite nice looking, so definitely going to see if I can use that for something in future. Also found out that my wand can mine obsidian really fast, so that was kind of handy, but we don't need obsidian for anything really right now, although I do want to get a nether portal set up to somewhere over there where possible base location has presented itself. I do want to start a wizard tower somewhere. I've been saying this for a little while, out in the distance, so that I can kind of tinker away on my Thorncraft stuff. Oh, sorry, my mouse is going a bit crazy. Building some of the stuff like the infusion setup that Kingy has over there. Kind of want to do one of those for myself, just so I can actually get it done. There it is, over there. So I can actually do all of that stuff myself, have hands-on experience with it. I made myself a traveler's belt, so you can see my hotbar is switching over in the bottom now just by pressing B. I used one of those on the last server, and it seems to be working a little bit better on this server. Not sure exactly why, but we can make the next balanced shards that we need to make our equal trade focus now. I've got everything else I need for it. Hopefully I put the quicksilver away somewhere that I can easily recover. Can't remember exactly where it went. Maybe it was in here? Yes, there it is. Okay, good. So we've still got a hold of that. We have 1 balanced shard so far, and the quartz was in here. So we'll need 4 of those, and then I'll pop back out to the crucible and drop in 3 more of each of these. I'm not sure if you can make 4 balanced shards at the same time, so maybe you'll have to do everything one at a time. We will see. 3 of each of those. Great. Let's pop out to the crucible in the backyard and cook some of these up. There we go, 3 balanced shards. That was all we needed to do, was throw everything in all at once. And this stuff is still bubbling away and creating magic all by itself. And I wonder if we can tap some of this off into the glass vials that I've got up here, because it's still water and it said something about glass and magic. So I wonder if maybe we can capture some of the water in here. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is something we can do, and I haven't really looked into alchemy enough to find out. No, it doesn't look like we can do that, so we might need to do what we did last time and give this a quick tap just to let off all of the stuff. Oh gosh. Well, where's that going? Uh-oh. What is this, please? I can't really get a good look at it, but hopefully it's not going to do any damage. If I get rid of that leaf, it's just going to rise up into the atmosphere. Okay, it seems to have gone. I'm hoping that's not going to have any kind of horrible repercussions, but in the meantime we can head on back in here and craft ourselves the equal trade focus, and this is going to be the last thing we will do today, probably. We want one more of those balanced shards, which I can grab out of here. I will need to look into alchemy a little bit more just to make sure we can tap off all of the stuff in there safely, so that any more experiments I end up doing will result in success and not polluting the atmosphere. There we go, equal trade wand focus. So the idea behind this is, according to the Thormonomicon, if you have some blocks in your inventory, you can quickly swap them out with a bunch of blocks in the same area. So for example, if I throw down some dirt here, and then I have some wood, like so, and if I switch my focus to equal trade, and I shift right-click on that, then I can do that. That's used up all the blocks in my inventory, but has quickly replaced the dirt blocks with oak wood. The idea being that if you want to really quickly substitute one set of blocks for another, then you can do it. So if I just built like a tree kind of shape out of dirt like this, and it will presumably have some sort of limit, but it'll be a pretty good limit, I reckon. If I build something like this, and then I right-click on the dirt, it turns everything into oak logs. That is brilliant. And it's not like the most incredible thing in the world, because it's not like it produces the blocks out of thin air. It's not like you can just point at some dirt and turn it into diamonds. But man, that is a really cool feature. Imagine how this could be used for building, and the possibilities become pretty incredible. And then, of course, it gives you all of the dirt back. I think it does, at least. Anyway, let's try this with something like leaves. Let's right-click on those, and then we'll need some leaves in our inventory for it to work. I think I have some in the house, so that should not be a problem. There we go, just got some from a nearby bush, and hiya! Excellent, that's awesome. Okay, and you can see actually in the top right-hand side there, it actually changes to the type of block and lets you know if you have any in your inventory. Like in the top left-hand corner, instead of showing you what the focus is, it will show you the item you currently have focused for equal trade. That is super cool, and it retains it as well. That's neat. All right, I can... Oh, what did I just do? I just turned these leaves into leaves. Anyway, I will experiment with this a bunch, and that could be really interesting for building my structures with over at the new base location, because if you make an entire structure out of dirt, and you can just make it however you want, pretty much build the entire thing however you want out of dirt, just something that's really, really easy to replace and to move around, and then you put in something that's a little bit harder to mine, say like obsidian or whatever, and you can just go click and it replaces everything instantly. That is pretty wicked. I like that a lot. Right, that is going to do it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching this episode. My name has been Pixlriffs. Please leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.